women's sports on television. I just think for us at Sportsnet last year, the CWHL All-Star Game, huge success. We had all-female broadcast team, really good ratings. The sad news, of course, CWHL folded shortly after that. How do you balance the probably the outcry from many of us saying there should be more women's sports on TV with the bottom line of your business that you were just talking about, needing to do the things that are going to get the most eyeballs? How do you strike that balance, and how do you see the general idea of more women's sports on TV being viable?
I'll go only because for us it's a little different, and sort of like trying to use the Olympics to motivate kids, we see our responsibility is trying to do things that others either can't or won't because of the commercial setup that might result. So we think that for us to provide audiences with an equal chance to see men and women is really important. And we're already basically at that 50-50 because of the nature of the sports we cover, happening to be, almost all offered in men's and women's, and around the Olympics, especially now, the Canadian women's Olympic team is generally, stronger than the men. So we know heading into Tokyo, we're going to just be dominated by incredible women's sports stories. But we've made a decision, not just because it's right, but because we think it makes us different, to make sure that in everything we do, for how much written stories we do, for the streaming, for the broadcasting, that we're going to be as close to equal as possible. But we can do that as a public broadcaster, and it's a long runway, but we're committed to it for the long term. And again, it's a little different because we don't have shareholders that we have to report to, so we can do it. And we're really proud of the fact that we'll be able to carry that torch for making sure that there's equal opportunity for young girls to look up and see their heroes on media as young boys.